Hello tarot lovers, this is Mervet from the Egyptian Mystic. Welcome back to my channel. Join me today on my part 2 of my Fairy collection, and I hope you enjoyed the previous part. I will start with this deck, which is called the Ring Cycle, because this is in my opinion one of those genius decks, and you will see for yourself why did I say that. It's based on Richard Wagner's The Ring of the Nibelung, the famous opera, and the illustrations of the famous British artist Arthur Rackham. And Allegra Prince is the creator, and she's a genius because she did this. She's a music classic music lover, and she did really a very smart and genius combination. How could she combine the music with the cards and to make this such a great deck? Before I go through the cards, I want to show you the book, because the book itself is just great, and you cannot work with the deck without reading the book. Here she explains at first acknowledgement, and then she tells you the story of the Rhine ring, and how it was stolen, and how, I mean, she tells the story, and then with explanations of the music. So as if you see the music, you listen to the music, you see you read the what she writes, you really feel that you are watching an opera, and it's really extraordinary. So the first part, she talks about the characters and the story. She tells you the story, and then she starts in part 2 to tell you the divinatory meaning and explanations of the cards. And while she explains, she first tells you the correspondence and how it's related to the story, and then how it is it's explained and connected to the cards. So the book is really a treasure, and the cards themselves are very, very beautiful. But not only that it's beautiful, it's the idea itself that is really caught me by surprise. So this is the deck. It's a little bit long like this, and I love the backs, and it's all in this grays and beiges, and it's like this divided to two. I edged it in this gray color, and all the characters are based on Arthur Rackham's paintings, which were like 64. So she could not she had to do some editing and cut some paintings to 2 so that she could reach the number of 78. And the cards themselves, of course, are not so easy to read with. If you like the artwork, then you will really enjoy it, because some people might not like this style of artwork, but I do really like it so much. And the lines are so fine, and you have to read the story and go through each card and know exactly everything. It's really a magnificent deck. It's not for beginners at all. These are the Rhine maidens, and it talks about the gold, the Rhine gold, which was stolen, and how it moved from hand to hand, and it was cursed that anyone who gets this Rhine ring, this ring cycle, will be cursed, and that's it. And then here the suits, let me tell you first the suits. First is the suits of gods, and this is corresponds to the fire energy. And then the suit of Valsongs. Here these are the court cards. It's not easy at all, of course. I can imagine that you really need to know if the story, and you will really find the connection between the characters and the tarot cards. The Valsongs is the court, the suit of the cups and water. And look at the drawings are really very pretty, and you need to live with this deck. You need to stay and spend a lot of time with it. But it shows me how deeply connected this deck to music and to art and everything, and the creator is really fantastic. She did a great job. So of course this deck needs more time to spend with, and it's not a shallow deck, it's not for beginners, it's for advanced, and it's not an easy deck at all, but really it's a genius deck. And it made me feel like I need to do like a walkthrough and for this particular deck. And also I wanted to do a video about the genius and new ideas, the decks that have personality, and this is one of them. So that was the ring cycle. And then I'll go to this deck, the Twilight Trail, the Tarot of the Fairies, because this is also an underestimated deck and I don't find it in many channels, and it's really a very, very pretty deck. I will show you the cards. Just a moment. So these are the cards. This is the guidebook. It's by Beth Wilder, and it's published by Schiffer. And the book is like this. It has some spreads, and then it talks about the cards, and it's very nicely written actually. The cards are really gorgeous and very beautiful, and I don't know why this deck is not seen at all. These are the gorgeous backs with this beautiful blue, and I edged it in black, and it has this nice background, and you see the cute drawings. I do really like this style of decks that has the black background and this style of artwork. It's my favorite, and it's really a very pretty deck, very beautiful deck, and different, and it has a very special personality. I talked, look at this beautiful hermit. It has this feminine feel to it, and the artwork I do really like. And it's not a difficult deck to work with, but it has some, you know, differences. It doesn't talk in a different way about the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, but it has some sort of a personality. And this is the Judgment card, the World, and then here we see the Wands. It's a pretty deck. I like the artwork very, very much. And then you see all types of fairies, you see the gnomes, and it's really a very pretty deck. And these are the characters, the court cards. And this, you see how the queen is so pretty with her daring eyes. And then here is the cups, the suit of cups. I like the artwork very much. I like this card very much, the 4 of cups, 5 of cups, and this is the 6 of cups. The artwork is very beautiful, and look, 7 of cups and these sirens. I do really like the deck, and I wish I could see it more on YouTube channels, but really I don't see it a lot. It's an underrated deck. And you see each suit has this outline, small border, the swords with red. Look at this queen. I think something is wrong with my flash. And then here, the rings. The rings are the pentacles. So it's a very pretty deck, and it shuffles very well. It's a very good quality, and I love this deck really very much. And then I will show you this beautiful oracle, the magical messages of from the fairies, by Doreen Virtue. And this deck is really very, very helpful, and it gives you very nice readings, although at the beginning you feel that it's really shallow. Here are here is the guidebook, and then the cards are really like typical of Doreen Virtue's style. These are the beautiful backs, and it's gilded, and it has so nice messages, and I like very much the remarks and the titles, and I like very much the keywords, and it's beautifully colored. The images are very nice, and you will not believe that it really gives you very accurate readings. I used it for many times, and it's very, very, very nice. And it's colored like this, and it's nice artwork, so I do really like it. It's not a shallow deck, and I saw it in like a couple of channels, and they talk about it, that it's really a nice deck. I don't know if it's still available or not. I'm not sure. It could be out of print. And I have quite a collection for the decks of Doreen Virtue. I did a video about my collection of her decks. It would be nice if you would like to have a look and see it. And then we move to these two decks of Lucy Cavendish. She's my favorite, and I have quite a collection of her decks, and I'm planning to do like a walkthrough all of her decks. And then this is one of them, the Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish. I do love her decks. All of them are very nice. The way she writes and explains the cards, and the guidebook is just gorgeous. And the cards themselves are so pretty. You will see. I got this beautiful green pouch for the cards, and they have this lovely backs, you see, like as if you are entering an enchanted forest. It's so nice and so funny and so well thought of. And I did edge it in different colors, because you know the images, these borders are quite dark and they have different colors, so I decided to edge in different colors. And oh my, I hope the camera like this, it might be a little bit clear. The cards are so nice. The artwork is gorgeous, and many of these cards are very expressive. You know, you see the expressions on their faces, very nice. And I love the keywords. I love the names she gave to these fairies. Look at this, how daring she is, and how strong and frightening her look is. So they are all fairies. I don't know what's wrong with my eye. Let me, yes, adjust it like this. Excuse me. And then they all have these faces like this, and they are like this, very pretty. I like it so much. It's a very beautiful deck, and it has good fairies, and some fairies that really warn you of something, and it's a homogeneous deck that has the good and the bad. So this is the deck, and then we go to another one, the Blessed Be Oracle, but also by Lucy Cavendish, and the artwork by Jane Star Wells. The colors are just, how can I say? It's so beautiful, and I mean, the quality is so good. It's from Blue Angel, and the colors are just, it blows your mind away. And this is the guidebook, like all her guidebooks, with explanations, and very nicely written. And then you see the cards have this gorgeous backs, adorable color. I edged it in different colors. The backs are just gorgeous. The quality of the cards is very nice. It's this matte feel to it, and the artwork is so nice, and it's a very beautiful deck, a very beautiful deck. All blessings of the water, a blessing on your day. It's a fantastic deck and a very positive deck. It took me some time to buy it. I was hesitant at the beginning because I felt it could be so positive, and then I couldn't resist it because I really want to have all of Lucy Cavendish decks. I love her decks. I do really like it very much. A Blessing of the New Venture. It's a pretty deck, beautiful artwork. You feel that you are in an enchanted forest. Very pretty. Beautiful ladies. Look at this one. Boundaries. You see how the image is quite strong, like you have to be very forceful and you have to protect your boundaries. It's not a shallow deck. It's a beautiful one. I like it very much. So that was the Blessed Be Oracle with these beautiful backs and the lovely edging. I do now prefer a lot to edge with different colors. I find it very nice and pretty, and I always like to edge my decks. Some people might think that this is something not important, but on the contrary, it really gives me another feeling of and I feel connected with the decks when I do edge them. So I do spend a lot of time to edge my decks and make them, you know, nice to use. This is another deck, which is the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight by Los Carbio, and this deck is really underrated. It's a very good and nice deck. It have these gorgeous backs, and I edged it in this color, and I love the way it turned out to be. And the deck has a very nice strong energy. It's so pretty. Look at the cards are so nice, really, and it's not an easy deck to use. Look at this one, the Emperor, which you have as if you have to balance the two parts of your like you need to balance your mind with your feelings, with your emotions. It's so well thought of, and it's not a shallow deck at all. But also I can say that this is an underrated deck. It has a very nice personality. I love the artwork. I really like. I wish it had a nice guidebook. It came in a tuck box, and I normally don't keep the decks with their tuck box. I always remove it, and I had this pouch for it. I think this is one of the decks that needs a guidebook. It would help a lot to have a guidebook. It's a pity that it's not well known. It's a very beautiful deck. I mean, I like it so much. Look at this, 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. And it has the same way of writing in all titles, the guidebook, exactly like Los Caribous style. So I think if it was larger, and I mean the cards this wide, a little bit bigger, without all these borders, and with a guidebook, it would be one of the best decks there. So this is one of the decks that are underrated, the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. And then I have this 2 decks. Let me clear some space here. I have these 2 decks for Amy Brown, and she is my favorite. I mean, I love her artwork. I think she's the best that did had paintings for the fairies. I will just show you how this deck is gorgeous in every way. It comes in this beautiful box. Look at the box, and the feeling of it. It's matte, and this butterfly and the ribbon. It's so nice. And then the book. Look at the book, the guidebook. I mean, the production is great. The Fairy Wisdom Oracle. I mean, written by Nancy Brown, the daughter of Amy Brown. It's a fantastic deck and adorable, and I don't know. I have no words for this. Very nice book and very nice production. And because of this deck, let me put this away. I bought I searched for Amy Brown. It was my first time to get to know her, and I fell in love with her artwork. I got this beautiful pouch for the cards, and look at the gorgeous cards. Look at the backs. I mean, how can I say? What can I say about how beautiful the cards are? And look, I etched it in this beautiful green, and they are just adorable. Adorable. I mean, attitude is the first card. Look at the dragon trying to teach her something, and then coffee break. I love her artwork. Really, it's so very pretty. Look at the cards are, each card could be like a tableau. Very nice, very, very nice. I love her artwork so much. And because of this, I decided to buy all of her decks, because I think her artwork is the best one to describe the fairies. It's magical. It's so magical. The colors, the lines. I mean, I love it. The blue fairy, and then the shaman. Look at the mushrooms, and she's sitting there. And then here, the oldest fairy, so cute. And this one. I love it, really. It's so pretty. And this one, look at this. The cards are really very nice. You can't believe how pretty it is. Look at this one. And this one. The fire dance. Dragons. The colors are also very nice. I can't help it. You have to look at you have to see the images. You really need to see for yourself how the deck is beautiful. So I really highly recommend this deck, and I think it's one of the best oracles about fairies. And the artwork is just gorgeous. I mean, it's so good. And it's a big deck. It's how many cards? 64 cards. It's a huge oracle with lots of cards, and very nice. And I like the way it's written. Very nice. Look at this. So this is the oracle. The name is Fairy Wisdom Oracle. Really, I highly recommend it, and you really have to have it. If you love fairies, you will fall in love with this beautiful, beautiful deck. And because of this deck, I bought this one, the first deck for Amy Brown. This is out of print, and I got this second hand, and it comes in this beautiful packing, adorable, like this. And it's like a book. Here you have the cards, here you have the guidebook, and I love it so much. I got it from eBay, and the cards are very nice, but I prefer the other deck more. These are the backs. They have her name, Fairy Wisdom Deck by Amy Brown. These are the backs. I edged it in this gray, silver gray, and they are like this. The quality is not like the other one. The cards are a little bit thin, papery, and the images are small. And of course, if you are not a fan of her artwork, you might need only one deck, because there are some similarities, but I do really love her artwork. I prefer her second deck much more than this one. But I wanted to have her deck, and that's why I bought it. But I mean, also the borders are taking a lot of space, and the images are quite small. So that's her first deck, and it has some similarities somehow, like this one. So I like it also very much. Where are the keywords? Yeah, they have names here. Looks like trouble here. It's a nice deck. I like it very much. It's pretty. And it's out of print, so that's why I had to get it second hand. And then I will go to this deck, the Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud. And this is one of the decks that it came I crossed it several times and I was hesitant if I get it or not. But I read some reviews about this deck that it's one of the best. And they say that he's the best to write about the fairies, so I decided to give it a shot. The book is like this. I haven't worked with it yet, but it is a hefty book and it's really worth reading. I mean, it shows that he has a lot of knowledge about the cards, so I really need to dive in this deck and give it some time. I will show you the cards. I got this brown pouch for it, and these are the backs. Oh, so busy with lots of fairies. I edged it in this color, so it looks very nice. This is one of the extra cards, Fairy Guide, and these are the cards. They are numbered and there is a name here. And also the quality is papery. I don't like the quality. And when you look at the artwork, it's really, that's why I was hesitant to get it, because I felt I didn't connect to it, to tell you the truth. But I'm planning to try my best, because it looks like it's a very deep deck. And the fairies have another look. They are not like this beautiful drawings of Amy Brown. They are more real. So it looks like it could be like shadow work for the fairies. And some cards are busy and beautiful like this, and some cards are just like vague. You don't know what he wants to say. So it's a surprising deck, and I'm not used to it. I haven't worked with it, but I plan to spend some time with it and see how things will go. But definitely I'm happy to have it in my collection, because I really read a lot. I saw it a lot on YouTube channels. I think it's out of print, because I went through a lot. I searched for it a lot. So I think this is an out of print deck. So I cannot comment because I haven't worked with it. And then I have this Mystic Dreamer Tarot by Heidi Doris and the text by Barbara Moore. Quite a nice and dreamy deck, and I thought it will fit well with the fairies. The book is written by Barbara Moore, so it's a great deck, a great book, because she's one of my favorites. Really, I love her drawings very much. And I got this pouch for the cards, and these are these are the cards. These are the gorgeous backs. It's by Llewellyn, and I etched it in this color, like this. So, and then the images are quite small and they have borders, but I don't mind. They are very pretty. And this is a Rider Smith deck, so it's a very beginner friendly deck. You could read with it, and it has some fairies. It has nice vague figures. I like it so much. And look at this, the moon card is one of my favorites. The sun card also, judgment and the world. And here, yeah, like this. I think this could fit with the fairies, I think, yes. 5 of Wands and the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. I like it so much. One of the oldies. I don't know if it's still available or not. I think so. Do you think that this could fit with the fairies? I think not much. Now, yeah, like this. Maybe I'll show it to you in once again in details, because I want to go to another more fairy energy deck. So then we have this deck. This is the, I think this is the Tarot at the End of the Rainbow. Yes, it is. Tarot at the End of the Rainbow by Los Carabio. And it has the same small guidebook. It came in a tuck box, and it's borderless. It has this gorgeous backs. I edged it in this forest green to match the backs. And it's full of fairies. It's a very cute deck, and there is a rainbow in each and every card. It has different figures, beautiful colors, a mixture of everything. I wish the cards were larger, because there are lots of details on the decks, and it should on the cards, and it would be nice if you could see it. Look at this death card, very nice. And then the temperance, the devil, and the star. It's beautiful deck. It's a very beautiful deck, and I think I haven't seen it also a lot in many reviews, but my comment is that it would have been very good, because of the artwork is so nice, that it had a guidebook or a larger cards, because there is a lot going on the cards. They are very pretty, very colorful, and very refreshing. So I mean, that's my comment. So very colorful. This is the suit of swords, and here are the fairies, colorful, and there is always a rainbow somewhere, even with the negative cards like this, the 10 of swords and 9 of swords. I like it so much. I would like to know your comments about this deck. I find it an underrated deck also, because you see some decks really have very good reputation, and you see it in most of the channels, and some decks you don't see them a lot. This is a very beginner friendly deck. It's a very easy to read with. It has good readings and accurate, but you don't see it in any channel, and it shuffles very well, quite colorful, and that's it. The tarot at the end of the rainbow. Now I have these two lovely decks by the same author. This is one of my favorites also, the Fairy deck. I will show it to you. It's a lovely deck by Natalie Hertz. I love her artwork, and this is one of the best decks. And this is her second deck, her first deck, which is out of print. I'll show it to you. And this is her very well known, the Fairy Tarot, and it's still available, I think. And I edged it in different colors, because they have the most beautiful borders and colors I've seen. They are so beautiful, so colorful, and I like the faces she draws with this long like almond shaped eyes, and it's just gorgeous. A very beautiful deck with lovely borders. I love it, really. Everything about this deck is beautiful, and I think you agree with me. Look at this moon, the sun, that it is an underrated deck. It is, because I don't see people talking about it. It's so pretty, so beautiful. Look at this. I love this deck, and the colors are just gorgeous. The wands, look at this one, Queen of Wands with the fox, King of Wands, and then the cups. The colors are just gorgeous, and I think it's still available. I guess so. Very nice deck. I think I heard someone trimmed it, but I don't think I would do that, because I do love the borders. The borders are part of the personality of the deck, because I don't think it would be nice without borders. I love the borders. So colorful and so pretty, and the size of the cards is very good. So it's you can see the details and everything. So this is the very nice Fairy Tarot, and this is her first deck, the Fantastical Taro, which is out of print, and I got this second hand. I got this pouch for it. This is her first deck, the Fantastical Taro by Natalie Hertz. I like her artwork very much. I think this is by US Games, so the quality is better than this is also by US Games. Okay, and the cards are large like this. They have this beautiful backs, and they have this gold ink, and I love the deck. It's so nice. It's scary and very nice. I searched a lot to find this deck, and it's out of print, and really I love it. And it's a little bit dark. It could be dark. Look at this. The colors are just gorgeous. The moon, the sun, Judgment, and the world, and the Ace of Wands, 2 wands, 3 of wands, 4 of wands. And look at this. I love this deck very much. It's a Rider-Waite Smith and easy to read with. Look at the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and then the Cups. I like their faces. I mean, they look so scary. It reminds me by the Stella deck, I think, Stella Tarot, somehow, with these. Look at this one, 8 of Cups. It has a strong energy. It's not a wishy-washy deck. And this is the Queen of Cups. With her eyes like this, you can't see what's in her mind. Very discreet. And this is the Suit of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords. And then here, the Page, Knight, and the Queen. Wow. And the King. And then the Pentacles. Beautiful deck. Really a very beautiful deck. So these are the decks that I will show you for now. I still have a lot of decks, but I have back pain, so I think I will stop by here. I hope you liked my video, and wait and join me on my part 3. I still have a lot of decks to show. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.